Good morning, Uday. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, and here's the heads up briefing for today. In Australasia and the Pacific Islands, we covered 9 issues. In North Asia, 5 issues. In Southeast Asia, 25 issues, along with 17 issues in South Asia and the major developments in the EMEA region.
Thanks, Bassel. So what's the major issues for today?
Starting off with Australasia and the Pacific Islands, in New Zealand, police officers and protesters clashed in central Auckland today after a person charged with attacking anti-transgender rights activist Posey Parker appeared in the district court.
All right, thanks.
In North Asia, in South Korea, a motion to arrest Democratic Party leader Lee Jae-myung will be tabled at the National Assembly tomorrow. Lee has been accused of making illegal financial transactions with North Korean entities.
Right, this is interesting because the current South Korean government has been leveling similar accusations against labor unions, linking them with North Korean entities to try to ban them or suppress them. So this is something to watch out. Thanks.
Moving over to Southeast Asia, in Indonesia, currently there is an ongoing demonstration by the Alumni Brotherhood, Islamic Brotherhood Front, and the National Movement for Fatwa Guardians, and some other organizations at the Arjuna Wiwaha horse statue in central Jakarta. The demonstration is against the Rempang Eco-City National Strategic Project in the Riau Islands province.
Right, so they're protesting at the Arjuna Wijaya horse statue. This is a classic case of these Islamist groups trying to raise their profile ahead of next year's elections. They're basically trying to piggyback on any issues that have national interest at the moment. The Rempang Eco-City National Project has garnered some controversy lately. So they're just trying to do this for more support on the ground, but it's unlikely they'll get any.
Moving over to the Philippines, over 1,000 soldiers are prepared to be deployed to Negros Oriental Province for the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections.
Right, so this is the local elections are coming up in the Philippines, and elections in the Philippines are characterized by violence. Negros Oriental will see some violence, but what will be more concerning is the violence in Mindanao. So that's something the team has to look out for. So let them know that, Bassel. Thanks.
Sure, Uday. In South Asia, in Pakistan, paramilitary forces will launch a major intelligence-based operation against riverine area gangs in Upper Sindh this week. Authorities are scheduled to determine the start date of the operation after a meeting with the Sindh Apex Committee on September 22nd.
Right, so this has been an ongoing operation for a while now. There are many criminal gangs entrenched in the riverine areas of Sindh, and they are armed, and they commit a lot of crimes. So this has been a constant problem in this region. Thanks.
In Bangladesh, the Awami League has announced a series of demonstrations from September 23rd to October 4th. All rallies will begin at 12:30 p.m. local time in Dhaka City, Gazipur City, and Mirsarai City.
Right, so ahead of the elections, there's just going to be more grandstanding by the Awami League and more opposition protests led by the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. Thanks.
In moving over to the EMEA region, concerning the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, Azerbaijani military forces launched an artillery attack against the city dominated by ethnic Armenians in the Nagorno-Karabakh region. The Karabakh authorities said around 25 people were killed and 138 others were injured in these attacks on the capital of the Karabakh region, Stepanakert.
Right, so Azerbaijan has been making statements in line with this in recent weeks, getting more aggressive and saying that they want to take out armed groups out of the disputed areas. Bassel, what do you think about this? Do you think that this could blow over into a bigger, wider conflict?
Today, actually, it has the possibility to become a full-blown out war. However, we're still just seeing skirmishes that have been recurrently that have been actually recurrent in the region between Azerbaijan and the armed forces in Karabakh. But this definitely has the potential to become a full-blown conflict like we've seen before in 2020.
Right, so we have to keep a close eye on this as we have sometimes we may be traveling there next month. So keep a close eye on this, please, Bassel.
Yes, sure, Uday. We will do that. Lastly, in Russia, major arms producer Rostec yesterday announced that output of some military hardware increased by more than tenfold to support Russia's special military operation in Ukraine.
Right. Do you think that this will affect the dynamics of the current conflict and where it stands?
Well, actually, Russia is shifting its military strategy. It's producing more drones, it's producing more artillery shells, it's producing more missiles. It's kind of shifting its military strategy close to that of Ukraine, where targeting areas like we've seen in the Ismail port and the Odessa
Right.
region, rather
Yeah.
than going into the conflict on ground.
Okay, that's interesting. Thanks for the brief, Bassel. That's it for me.
That's all for today. Thank you, Uday.